What's happened, you bad motherfuckers? It's Wednesday, the 1st of September. The rent is due, cocksuckers, and it's a month away from the many saints of Newark. No more fucking around. The joint is brought to you by DraftKings. The NFL and college football is back, Jack. You're getting paid like a fucking hooker on Friday night. DraftKings Sportsbook, the official sports betting partner of the NFL, is giving all new players a hell of an offer. You ready for this? For the first week, which is next week, you can bet $1 on any game and cash $200 in free bets instantly, no matter what. DraftKings is giving all new players $200 in free bets when you place $1 bet on any week one game. Where are you going to get that type of deal at? Nowhere. That's why I'm with DraftKings. Put down the fucking hummus and take advantage of this limited time offer. Head to DraftKings Sportsbook. But start by downloading DraftKings Sportsbook app and check out all their great promotions and daily odd boosts, plus a fucking casino that's tremendous. Blackjack, poker, roulette, you got it. But it starts with you downloading the DraftKings Sportsbook app today. Use promo code Joey to receive $200 in free bets when you place $1 bet on any week one game. That's fucking insanity. Promo code Joey to get your $200 in free bets for a limited time only at DraftKings Sportsbook. You got to be 21 or older, New Jersey, Indiana, or Pennsylvania only. New customers only. Restrictions do apply. See DraftKings.com/sportsbook for details. Now, if you got a gambling problem, call 1-800-GAMBLER. If you're in Indiana, call 1-800-9-WITH-IT. But if not, if you're set and ready to go, download the DraftKings Sportsbook app and let's win some fucking Geetus. You're going to need it for Christmas this year, cocksucker. The joint is also brought to you by Stamps.com. You know how much more time you'd have and money you save with Stamps.com? You're still going to the fucking post office, aren't you? And I bet you're still paying full price for postage too. That's why I use Stamps.com. Send letters, ship packages anytime, anywhere, right from your computer. With Stamps.com, you pay a whole lot less. You get discounts up to 40% off the post office rates and up to 66% off of UPS rates. The discounts at Stamps.com just keep getting better. Now, you're looking at me going, Joey, I got a small business. That's even better for you because you don't have that much time and employees. Stamps.com is a must-have. My wife has it. We've been doing it from day one. That's how we send the shirts, cups, hats, all that shit out. So do me a favor. You can print U.S. postage for any letter, package, any class of mail. It's no wonder over 1 million small businesses have already used Stamps.com. Ship anywhere in the world, straight from your laptop. Stop wasting time going to the post office. Go to Stamps.com instead. It's no risk. Use promo code Joey to get a special offer that includes a 4-week trial, plus free postage and a digital scale. Who takes care of you like that? Nobody. Stamps.com. Go to Stamps.com, click on the microphone at the top of the homepage, and type in Joey, Joey. That's Stamps.com, promo code Joey. Stamps.com. You'll never, ever go to the fucking post office again. Fuck those motherfuckers. And the joint is also brought to you by Boll Branch. Listen, there's nothing more important than a good night's sleep, period. Boll Branch knows it takes more than just a good fucking mattress. You gotta have nice, smooth, comfortable sheets. Boll Branch sheets are ultra soft, like cotton. Plus, they're 100% organic and sustainably produced. Listen to me. My wife's got 2 sets of these sheets. They're always on the bed. Comfortable, cool, it breathes. Check out the Signature Ham series. They're the best sellers for good reason. They get softer with every wash. You're the guys that were asking me, what do I get my mom? What do I get my dad? What do I get my aunt? What do I get my grandmother? This is it. It's perfect for all seasons, and there's nothing better to help someone help you sleep. Boll Branch sheets are made by craftsmen. These workers earn pay and respect that they deserve. Now listen, get ready for this. The Boll Branch guarantee. Enjoy any product worry-free for up to 30 nights. That's right there, it'll tell you a lot. To experience the best sheets you've ever felt, choose Boll Branch. You could try them worry-free for 30 nights with free shipping and returns. So try them. You got nothing to lose. Plus, the joint listeners get an exclusive 15% off your first set of sheets with promo code Joey at bollandbranch.com. Boll, B-O-L-L, and Branch, B-R-A-N-C-H.com. Promo code Joey, the best sheets in the business. Let's get this party started. It's a Wednesday, and it's the first of the month. We got no time to fuck around.
Hey, how you doing? Come on in. Yeah, Joey's in the back.
Check 1, 2. Welcome to Uncle Joey's Joint.
What's happening, you bad motherfuckers? Welcome to another fun-filled Wednesday joint. Uncle Joey, it's September 1, 30 days from the many saints of Newark. I know a lot of you are fucking happy. I'm happy. I can't wait for this to come out and get this shit over with already. Enough with the fucking suspense. That's it. The rent is due, and the rent is due, motherfuckers. The moratorium is fucking up, Jack. You better sell those stamps. You better sell those fucking bonds your grandmother gave you. Remember, you thought you were going to college, you dumb fuck? You ain't going to college no more. You got to pay that rent. My heart goes out to a lot of people. A lot of shit's going on. I was talking to my friend over in L.A., and he was telling me that his weed store was not doing that fucking well. Like, people are just not fucking coming out. But, on the other hand, Laughing Gas is alive and kicking. Good weed is good weed. Somebody sent me an email from them the other day that people are fucking selling Laughing Gas, like fake Laughing Gas in LA. When does it fucking end? And then you ask me, like, Joey, what the fuck? Why are you like this? Because people don't fucking stop. And I'm not angry. I'm not mad. It doesn't surprise me. You know, for years, people have been selling Joey Diaz weed. I never even smoked that fucking weed. I'm not there to fucking okay it. The only weed I've ever okayed is Laughing Gas. That's it. That's the only weed I have up in the market. And if you don't get it at the ice cream shop, you're not really getting Laughing Gas, guys. So it's up to you. If you want to get fake Laughing Gas, I will let you know what stores is on. What you do is you go to Laughing Gas on Instagram. Follow them. And I will keep you posted as soon as they start going into the stores. We're going to go through Southern California, Northern California, Vegas, Colorado, and then these two fucking states, whatever the fuck they decide to get their shit together, Jersey and New York, even though my friends go to weed stores in Jersey. And they like it. They're having a great time. They're getting good weed. You know, it's not some of the shit I show up with, but it gets you fucking high, and it does the trick. No, you don't need to get it from Cali. It's no big fucking deal. It's like people still ask me about the Stars. The Stars have been out of business for 4 fucking years. Get your fucking clocks fixed. But on the other hand, you don't need the Stars. You can make great edibles at home. That's what I don't understand about people. They can make great edibles at the house. If I fucking put my head to it, I'll make you a fucking brownie. I mean, I don't know how to make gummies and all that other shit. I'm not Joe the fucking baker. But any fucking retard can make fucking brownies with some nuts in them, and I'll fuck you up. You ask my wife about the brownies I make. I mean, I don't know nothing about nothing. I take a little butter. I take a little fucking olive oil. I cut the weed really fucking small. I just keep cutting it. If you want to throw an eighth of death in there, that's all you fucking need for the regular pan of Betty Crocker. That's all you need is just a fucking eighth of some good weed. Cut that motherfucker. Cut it. Keep cutting it. Cut it. Don't run it through a grinder. Cut it. Because if you run it through a grinder, the fucking, that shit breaks off, and it has a catch in the bottom, and then I have maybe 3 ounces of keef that I'm thinking about fucking. You do a little olive oil first. You don't burn the olive oil. You throw a little fucking butter in there. Nice. You keep the flame fucking low. I'm no chef of the future. I just watch Bobby Flay from time to time. You keep that fucking flame low, and you keep pushing that. Where you take just, let's say you have an eighth. That'll give you probably 3 times you could put fresh weed in. You make your brownie batch, right? I make my brownie batch, I have it ready. And then while I'm frying the fucking weed, I press into that weed and I take all the juice out of it and I put it in the fucking thing. Then I put the frying pan back. I throw some more weed in there, some more olive oil. I leave the old weed in there and I keep fucking cooking, but I stir this motherfucker. I'm like Henry Hill's retarded brother in Goodfellas, remember? Stir the sauce. That's me. I'm just stirring the fucking brownie mix, and then I fucking throw more weed in this motherfucker, and I get that motherfucker going. I squeeze it more. I put it in the fucking weed, and then I stir it more and more and more, and I'm fucking crazy afterward. And every time I do it, you lick that fucking spoon. Every time you fucking finish fucking spinning it around, listen, you don't even need the brownies to cook. You'll be fucked up before the brownies even come out of the fucking oven. The brownies will be what you eat because of the fucking munchies. Then you're going to get more fucking munchies. It's tremendous. It's a great fucking cycle. I don't know if you've ever done it or not, but I love all that craziness. That's just me, dog. Yeah, little laughing gas brownies. You'll be fucking. I don't know if I want to spend that weed on my brownies though, because it tastes good. You got to use weed that is strong but doesn't taste good. You ever have your friend that brings you that fucking Mexican weed that tastes like fucking a dead taco, but your eyes get fucking red? You can light a cigarette in your eyeballs from how high you are. That's the weed you need. When the weed tastes good, that's why when they make crack. When they started making crack, it was with coke. You're going to see in this interview, you're going to learn about washing cocaine. I got Kate Quigley on today, and we were talking about washing cocaine with different fucking, gasoline and fucking acetone and all that shit. I don't even know what we're talking about. Who gives a fuck? I'm all fucking confused. It's Wednesday, motherfucker. September 1st, you bad cocksuckers. I'm feeling good. I'm looking good. Labor Day is here. You know, college football is here. It's a whole new fucking season. You can't dress in white after fucking Monday. That's it. It's over. Put your white clothes away, you fucking white people with your little white clothes on. Ha, 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 ha. Somebody was telling me, one of my neighbors told me they had to go to a wedding and the fucking, the night before they had to go to the fucking rehearsal dinner dressed in white. Why? Why? You know, she sucked 50 dicks already. Well, you know, what's the big fucking deal? What? I fucking hate weddings. I really do. And I'm back in Jersey where people talk about them and they actually go to weddings. Like, I had a friend, I got to go to Boston for a wedding. What? I wouldn't go to Boston for a wedding if you fucking paid me. Put a deuce in the envelope and tell them, give them a hip and a fucking hoe. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to go to no fucking weddings right now. I'm all wedding the fuck out, man. And you got to put, and if you don't know the people, it's terrible. Because the wife, she's walking around like she never sucked a dick before. Get it together. You've had 10 dicks in your mouth and now, you know, everybody has to dress in white. Give me a breather. Come on. Remember when you sucked dick outside of White Castle? Now you're trying to be fucking, you know. I can't stand that shit. People forget their fucking past. That's why I'm happy. I don't forget who the fuck I am. I know I'm a fucking criminal. I know I'm a dirty bastard. And guess what? I love it. You know what I'm saying? It's who the fuck I am. We think I'm going to be walking around like Eric Clapton making fucking vaccination songs. He's going off, that motherfucker. That motherfucker's been going off. Eric, you're 75. Who gives a fuck? Nobody wants to see you on the road anyway. Last time I saw Eric Clapton on the road, he was really fucking good. He did a blues album and he toured it. People were pissed he didn't do Layla. Who gives a fuck? You know, but guess what? I don't want to see Eric Clapton no more. He's about 80. Well, Slow Hand is officially fucking Slow Hand. You know, he's not going to play Lay Down Sally and shit. So, but anyway, it's a fun-filled day and it's Wednesday. So that means there's an interview upon us. It's not just me giving you a fucking ear beating like Monday on Marriage. Today we got a good guest. She's a dear friend of mine. You know, this past year has gave me a chance to reflect on what happened the last 23 years. That's all this has been. It's just a reflection year on what the fuck happened the last 23 years. How did I get to point A? How did I get to the longest yard? You know, the people I met, what happened to this guy, what happened to that guy. You're going to hear me talking before that I just finally Started mourning Jeff Scott, the piano player from the store. You know, I had so much on my plate. When he passed away, I never even had a chance to mourn him properly, you know. But I got a chance to think about my friends, who were my friends out there, who I loved. And, you know, I spoke to Kate after I moved a few times. She had her own life. You know, she was going on the road. She had her little dilemmas. And somewhere along the line, we lost contact for a month or two during my surgery and stuff. And we started talking again. And I realized how much I loved her, how much I enjoyed Kate. You know, you always have to have a couple female friends that you don't have sex with. That's some of our biggest problems as men, that we see a woman, we think we have to have sex with her. I knew as a young man, you're not going to have sex with everybody. And you got to keep some women on your corner because you never fucking know. Look what happened to me last year. Who stuck up for me? The women did. The women got me out of that fucking mess. All of them said I'd known him for years. He's not that type of person. So you have to have, if you're a comic, whatever the fuck you are in your life, you work with some women, you know, you're next to women every day. I know that sometimes you say to yourself, she's got nice tits, I wouldn't mind eating a pussy, but you can't think that way. You got to keep some women as friends. It's a great fucking experience to have a female friend. I love it. You know, it's sad that here I don't have that many female friends. Like, yeah, I have friends from high school and stuff, but they're married. They have their own things going on. You know, they're my age. I need like a young friend, like a girl, just to bounce shit off. Tomorrow at the gym, I have a friend at the gym that's a great girl. She's 24. She's a nurse up in the Bronx, and she's a good friend of mine. We talk all the time. So she's been but she's been out of town the last 3 weeks. She went to Albania, then she went to Mexico. Everybody's a fucking traveler now. But I'll get to see her tomorrow. Any way you put it, listen, enjoy Kate Quigley. She's one of my dearest friends, and I love her to death. Enjoy, cocksuckers.
Check 1, 2. Welcome to Uncle Joey's Joint.
What's up, beautiful?
Oh my God.
You look beautiful.
Thanks, just for you. I put on makeup.
Holy shit. You look
Yeah,
great, Kate Quigley. It's been a year.
I can't believe it. Holy shit.
Holy
I
shit.
just want to stare at you.
Me too. I want to stare at you.
Can you hear me okay? I want to turn you up a little louder.
I could hear you. You
kinda
look
quiet.
beautiful. You look great with a suntan.
It's fake, but thank you.
That's great. What, you just spray it on?
I've been getting spray tans.
Where
Yeah.
do you go like to bed or something and they fucking just...
I bring her to my house.
You're a bad
That's
bitch.
great.
You know
Thank
that?
you. Thank you. If
What's
I could
been
do the
going
back,
on?
I would do it.
Oh, you just do the front?
What's that?
You just do the front?
No, I said if I could do the back myself, I would just do it.
Oh,
But I have
okay,
to have
okay.
a girl come over.
She does the whole thing for you, the back, the front.
Yeah, the whole thing. I wear a bikini because I want it to look real, so I have like tan lines and everything.
You're a fucking nut. You know, how was the weekend in Canada?
Yes. It was so fun, man. It's like weird. Canada, I think, is easier than the
A lot
States. You
easier.
can't go.
No.
You can't go though, right? Yeah.
I'm not allowed in Canada.
That's
They
right.
won't let me in. They won't forgive me.
Yeah.
I was sneaking in there.
You were not.
I swear to God. The last
You
2
were
or 3 times I snuck into Canada.
Wait,
That
you
was-
just like walked in through like a hidden location? Or
No.
how?
Before 9/11, if you went to Buffalo, Canada has casinos.
Oh yeah.
And they have a casino right there on the border. So I had a friend in Miami who dated a girl in Miami that was from Buffalo. So I was talking to him one night, and I go, I got to go to fucking Canada. I got to sneak in. They're not going to let me in. And he goes, I got you. He goes, my father-in-law is like a fucking high roller at this casino, and there's a side entrance. So what he would do is I'd go fly to Buffalo. The guy would pick me up, take me to his house, feed me with his wife,
Yeah.
and then he would go to the casino. He was just an old Italian guy. He
But
would go
like
to
they
the
don't
casino.
stop you at the border at all?
No,
Like, there's no-
not him.
Oh,
Not at
wow.
that time. Not at that time. It was pre-9/11 still. They would let him go into the casino, and then he would pull out and take me to the bus stop in Ontario, Canada.
Oh,
And I would take that bus to Toronto or Montreal or wherever the fuck I was going. But the fun part, Kate, started on the way back because I would go through the border.
Yeah. Oh, so they're like, they didn't know you were there in the first place.
No. And they would type my name in and they would go, what the fuck? How did you get in here? When did you come through? I go, last week you were here. You let me in. And the guy's like, I didn't let you in. Don't put that on me. I kept doing that shit.
Awesome. That's so funny. I got stopped. Well, last time I played Niagara Falls, I flew into Buffalo just because I guess it was like cheaper or whatever. And the guy picked me up and we're going across the border. And I had an opener. I forget who I brought. But we're almost to the border. The guy goes, hey, you guys don't do blow, right? And we were both like, I mean, every once in a while, maybe. The guy goes, all right, well, the last comics I brought through, they took their keys and their credit cards and they swiped them. So the guy goes, if you think there's even remote residue, wipe them off. So the kid that was with me pulls his keys out, starts sucking on all his keys, like trying to get everything up. We get there. He was so high. I was like, you should have handed them around the car. But we made it through.
Let me tell you something. I had a key that was fucking black. Like the
from
insides, from the coke, from all those years. God knows how I didn't get hepatitis C, B.
Isn't that crazy?
Yeah, because those keys are filthy. Those dollar bills that you roll up and put in your fucking nose.
Yeah. Not to mention everybody who's like terrified of the vaccine that I know in LA who will blow up like the back of a toilet seat in a dirty bar. But they're like, I can't put anything in my body.
That's what I was saying a couple of weeks ago. All these motherfuckers that did pills and coke.
Yeah.
Do you know one night I was watching like Narcos years ago when it first came out, the season with Pablo. And I got to tell you something. I was pretty bummed the fuck out. Because when you find out what they put in coke, you're like, what the fuck was I snorting all those years?
I haven't watched it. I haven't watched any of those.
Gasoline, turpentine, fucking.
Oh, I'm sure.
You know, they put so much shit in the fucking cocaine to wash it. I still remember snorting coke, Kate, that smelled so bad. Because there was a time, way before you were even born, there was a time in the 80s when the biggest problem was getting ether into Colombia. It wasn't getting cocaine out. Ether is what you use to wash it. It's what gives it that nice little taste and that smell. But when they didn't have ether, you know the stuff that's in nail polish remover?
Yeah.
You ever smell nail polish remover? It smells fucking great. That's
no way.
Yes.
Oh, yes. That would kill you, I think.
Well, that's what's in blow. That's what they wash it with.
That's so
and when
gross.
they don't have ether or acetone, they use gasoline or fucking turpentine or...
I could tell that. I smelled that. You know, the whole pandemic, I mean, it really turned me off it completely because I think like, well, first of all, you were alone. Like I was so alone at the beginning of lockdown, Joey. I didn't see anybody for probably
3 months.
At least 2 months.
3 months. Yeah, it was terrible.
Yeah. Yeah. And I couldn't go see my family or anything, you know, because my mom's lupus. So she's like autoimmune. And even after the vaccines, I mean, she's still high risk. So I can't go there much. But I was by myself and I was like, you can't sit alone at home and drink and do drugs. Like I would have gone crazy if I was doing. Yeah. So I just worked out a lot. I looked a lot better. And then I got happy and I got fat. And now I'm getting back in shape.
You look great.
You look great. You look great.
I've been really, you know, last time I slept 9 fucking hours.
Last night?
I haven't slept 9 hours in 40 fucking years. And the night before that, I slept 8.5.
I love that.
I sleep great here. You know, I'm on a fucking timer. 11:30, I go upstairs, nappy nunu. I get up at 8. This morning, I got up at fucking 9.
Wait a minute. You go upstairs and nap at noon?
No, I go upstairs at 11:30 at night.
Oh, 11. I was wondering that because like a couple of times I text you around probably 12:30 your time.
I'm already fucking snoring.
So I figured.
That's the difference with my life, that I'm paying attention to little things I didn't pay attention to before, because you got to take care of yourself now. You know, if this shit catches you in a vulnerable minute, you know, you're out fucking 30 hours, you're not sleeping. That's when this shit sips into your body, you know, so.
Yeah, not just that, but also I think just this whole thing made me appreciate like the stuff in my life that, I mean, comedy is obviously like, we love it. And comedy, I realized this past weekend how much comedy helps me to work through shit that's in my head too. Like we're so fortunate that we get to work out everything in our lives and make it funny. Like we have to make it funny but it helps me kind of like process things in a weird way. And this pandemic, especially, like, I really realized how much I miss just working out, my family, the beach. I moved to the beach. I'm so much happier at the beach. I love being here. I surf. I go surfing. I suck at it. I like can barely stand up, but it's fun.
How's Venice looking? It's still looking like a fucking war zone?
Actually, no, they moved a lot of those tents out, but you know, all of LA, I mean, there's still so much homeless here. It's kind
of scary. The deadline is tomorrow, I think.
What's that?
The judge gave them till tomorrow or October 1st, one of those. So they better get the chopping those motherfuckers in LA.
You know what's weird is the block I'm on, at the end of the block is Hunter Biden, Joe Biden's kid. So he lives like 4 houses down from me. So they put Secret Service on my block. So I'm so lucky because it became the safest block in the neighborhood. So
you fucking scored.
Yeah, I go over there too all the time and just talk to him and stuff. Then one night I thought I had a stalker. I had this creepy guy hanging around my place for like about a week. And I went over there and told Secret Service, and they were walking by like every hour checking on my place. It was awesome. So tremendous. I feel happy.
Tremendous.
Yeah. Plus they're kind of hot.
Are they?
Yeah, I mean, 2 of them are pretty hot, but I think they're not allowed to like, mingle. You know, yeah.
Nah, those motherfuckers mingle. They pay for pussy with government money. They're dirty bastards. Remember when they went to Colombia, man, and they all went to a strip club and shit, and they got in trouble? Yeah.
Service? No
Fuck
way.
Yeah. Fuck yeah.
Who were they with? Who were they protecting?
I think Obama.
That's hilarious. That would be so funny.
Obama's a freak. You know that.
I mean, I would imagine he got to be because he's too clean.
Yeah, he's too clean. You know? Something's got to go off there.
Yeah, if you can't find a scandal, you know there's lots of scandals.
I'm grateful because I spoke to my ex-drug dealer during the pandemic. Like, I kept in touch with him. You know, he was lonely. He lives by himself. He lives by himself. So I made a point to call everybody who was single, you know, to stay in touch with, like, Dean Del Rey. You know, I mean, I was having a hard time, and I got a wife and a kid. What about the people that are fucking alone in that apartment all day? There's no Friday, Saturday, weekend. You're not going anywhere. So I would contact, like, every day I made it, like, even for my self-help, you know, for my mental being. I go, well, let me reach out to these single people. And I started talking to my drug dealer, and it was funny because he's like, I can't fucking talk to you right now. I'm busy. I got to deliver coke. He was busier during the pandemic than he ever was. He says he was selling numbers that he never even touched before.
You're kidding.
No, he went from like selling an ounce. Let me put it this way. He went from selling an ounce a week to 3 ounces a week.
Wow. Well, if you think about it, I mean, nobody was spending money on anything.
No, he was saying that he couldn't figure out where people were getting all the money from.
Oh,
the liquor stores were fucking packed. You know, one of Mercy's karate teachers is a liquor salesman, and he's like, you have no fucking idea the numbers of Tito's. He sells Tito's.
I definitely bought a lot more booze than usual during the pandemic. But I never got my unemployment either. Like, it was really hard in LA for self-employed people, even though they said they came out with unemployment money for us. But it was basically like, you know, when you act, how they take taxes out, like if it's a SAG job or whatever. So if you had like 2 or 3 jobs where they took taxes, they would base your unemployment on that instead of your stand-up money. So it's like you're getting, you know, if you made $5,000 in the whole year acting, but you made $50,000 doing stand-up, your unemployment was based on the W-2 money. So it was like nothing. Like I got literally $300 total or something. It was nothing. So it was rough. I was stealing ice cream. I was like stealing food from CVS. I'm not even joking.
Everybody's stealing. Everybody's robbing fucking CVS now. Everybody's robbing from Walmart. People are just taking shit and walking out and showing security. Here you go. Thank you.
You have a mask, a hat, sunglasses. It's like, what are they? I mean, really, you could rob anywhere. It was the best time to rob anywhere. I didn't rob anywhere, but I did. Just ice cream I took. And popcorn, a little popcorn.
Nothing wrong with that, man. You had to fucking survive. You had to do what you had to do, you know?
Yeah.
You're a single woman in a land of alligators out there, and it needed
crazy
to be done. What's your love life now? Have you seen any dicks lately? What's going on?
Have you seen it? I saw so many dicks in Canada, actually, but not like, no, but I didn't have sex with them. I realized that in Canada, all the men's rooms, the doors are wide open, like every bar. Nobody closes the door. So I was at a club. Well, it wasn't a club, a bar. I walked by the men's room, and I'm not kidding. It was like 8 guys peeing, and it was just a clear shot, like a row of dicks. So I didn't touch any, but I
You
saw a
didn't
lot.
sniff none?
No.
You got to knock on the door. Weird. Guys, can I sniff one of those just to get me back in the fucking game? Let me sniff one of those pea-soaked dicks.
Pea-soaked dick. No, it was funny. Canada was so hilarious because the drinking age there is 18. You forget that. So like one night after the show, these guys were like, meet up with us at this bar. And I was like, that'd be fun. They're kind of hot. Why not? I go to this bar like about 30 minutes later. It's packed with like 18 to 22. I had to be the oldest person in there by like 15 years at least. And I couldn't find these guys. I hung out for about an hour looking for them. And then I just stayed for the entertainment because every time I went in the bathroom, there's like 5 girls crying and girls kept telling me how pretty I was and touching my hair. And then they were asking me for advice and telling me I was wise. So I just stayed there and hung out and was like the bathroom therapist for the rest of the night. So
I love hanging out with you because you always break it down. Like, I'll never forget being at the Comedy Store with you and that chick showed up that sucks like 20 dicks online. Don't say her name because I don't want to fucking hear it. Remember,
I don't know who you mean.
Remember, she was a blonde. She's cute. She came into the Comedy Store and you were sitting next to me and you're
from
like,
out of town.
You're like, let me tell you something. I'm crazy, but that chick is fucking crazy. She is crazy.
She is insane. And her husband. They're both nuts.
Now, you met her and her husband?
Yeah, I met them at a show. I forget what town. It was on the road. They came to a show. And afterwards, we went to a gay bar. Okay, this chick, I mean, I like her. If they watch this, I like them both.
I like her. I really like her.
Yeah.
She's great.
Yeah, well, who wouldn't? What guy wouldn't?
If I was single, I'd really fucking like her.
Oh, dude, we went to a bar after the show that was like, it was like an Applebee's. It wasn't like a crazy bar. And people were asking her for photos. They kind of knew who she was. And she was taking her tits out for pictures in this family. I mean, there weren't kids I saw, but it also wasn't a place to take your tits out. But no one was really complaining or anything. And then we went to a gay bar. And I don't even know how her husband got kicked out somehow. Like, I don't even know what happened. I mean, 1 minute he was fine. The next minute he was like sweating. He probably took like a Molly or something. He's like yelling at people. And then some guy started hitting on him. And he was like, you're not my type. And the guy shoved it. Before I knew it, they were kicked out. Like, I don't even know what happened. And then they hit me up to come to their room later. And I was like, this is probably not the best time for me to get arrested. So I stayed home.
And then you didn't see her until that time at the Comedy Store with me?
Never again. Till then.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, she was at the Comedy Store that night. She sat down in the back. She had the other porno chick with her. I was watching her very closely. I was talking to people, but you know, like when you're talking to people, but you're watching people.
Of
and
course.
I'm watching her, and she's like, I gotta suck a dick. Like, what was coming out of her mouth was fucking crazy.
But she's so nice, though. She's so
very
nice.
Sweet, and she's hot.
Yeah.
You know, that's what confuses you.
She's really
You're
hot.
like, she's really fucking hot, but at the same time, she's talking about breaking her record, sucking dicks and all this shit. So finally, I couldn't take it no more. So I told her, I said, do you make videos? Because I didn't really know her. You just told me she was crazy and shit. And
I didn't know her either.
And then it all came to me after she was yakking, because she was talking about sucking 10 dicks at a fucking pool or something like that. So I was like, did you make a video? Because I saw she puts her videos up on Twitter.
Oh, okay.
Which is fucking
yeah.
surreal. Because you could be getting up at 6 a.m, you know, you're out of it, you're drinking coffee, you put Twitter, you scroll, and there's her fucking like 10 dudes.
I haven't seen that. I actually have, believe it or not, I have like the graphic nudity muted on my Twitter just because I get on Twitter on the plane so much. And I just don't want like the grandma sitting next to me to have to view. Every time I open my phone, it's like if it's the last thing I watch, it's usually porn because that's all I really use my phone for when I get on, you know, Chrome. So I try not to show it to everybody. But,
so yeah, she makes videos. And after she was talking, I go, wait a second. I saw one of your videos. And she goes, I go, like 10 guys fucking you? But the reason why the video, I stopped and watched it. I hate porn. But the reason why I watched it was because there's like 6 guys around her fucking her. She's sucking their dicks, you know. They're coming on her tits. But there's one guy in the corner like the ugly chick at the prom. She's just in the corner jerking off by herself, right? Like he's jerking off. And I'm looking at this guy. I swear to God. So they're all around her like fucking barracudas. They're fucking her. They're hitting her with dicks and shit. And there's a guy in the corner by himself just whacking off. So I said to her, is that your video of like 6 guys fucking you? I felt bad saying it to her, but I didn't know how else to say it. I'm like, is that you with the video with 6 guys? I go, there was a guy in the corner jerking off. It may not be you. She goes, that was me. She goes, that guy in the corner, that's a complete different story. So she was telling me that he's on PayPal, not PayPal. What's the shit that you show people your pussy? OnlyFans.
I'm on there and I don't do that.
She's on OnlyFans, and she has raffles or contests to fuck her or jerk off on her or whatever. So he won the contest. So she invited him to the gangbang. And he's just in the corner jerking off. So she told me, she goes, you're not going to believe the story. At the end of the night, I asked him if he had a good time. And he goes, yeah. So she asked him, do you want to fuck me? You were the contest winner. And he goes, not really. I just want to hug you. And he laid next to her, and they what do you call that when you spoon? They spooned each other.
No.
And she said she threw him out like an hour later. He wouldn't fuck her. He just wanted to spoon her and suck his thumb. Like a fucking mama. Can you believe that? I swear to fucking God.
Would you want to watch a girl get fucked by 10 dudes and then put your dick in there?
Well, you're there.
Well, I know.
You're there already, you know.
That would freak me out. That would freak me out.
I'm not that type of dude either. It would freak me out to get sloppy seconds after everybody. But you got to find the hole, something. Even just put your fingers like this.
Hilarious.
You know what I'm saying? I mean, you already fucked 10 guys. You gotta, put your fingers like this. Do something so I can put my, something. The guy was like, funny, nah, I just want to spoon with you. And he spooned with, and that was the end of it.
You know, it is weird when you have to ask somebody something like that, but you know it's what they do, but you still feel weird, right?
I felt fucking weird. Like, I felt like she was going to press charges on me. But she was yakking all about it, and there was witnesses there. You follow me? Like, it wasn't just me and her, so she could say, well, he was sexual with me. We were outside, we were in the back, people were smoking pot. God rest his soul, the piano player, and all those people were back there. Yeah. So when he's back there, I could say anything to anybody because he's honest and people believe him. The gay guy that died? Jeff. Scott?
Jeff.
I miss him, man. It hit me like 3 months ago that he was dead, and I was driving somewhere and I just broke down. Because somebody said they went back to the store and it's not the same without Jeff.
It hasn't been. I've have moments like that with Eric Myers. You know what I mean? Eric Myers was a weird one for me because, I mean, it sounds so odd to say this, but you'll get it because you've had friends who are addicts. Like, I almost felt in a way happy for him when I first heard. It was like I was shocked, but I wasn't all the way shocked because, you kind of expect at some point when somebody falls off the wagon that many times, you like prepare yourself. But then the big thing was he was always so anxious, like even sober, that I felt like you could finally chill out. But I didn't really feel it till it was like last week. Some photo popped up of me and Eric in Las Vegas just having fun together. And it suddenly hit me. I was like, it's weird that people that died during this, because you already haven't seen them in a while. So then it's like, it doesn't really hit you till a moment where you would see them or a memory or something, at least for me.
I felt really bad for Eric Myers. I wasn't best friends with Eric Myers, but I cared for him as a comic because he was really good.
Really good.
Do you know what I'm saying? When somebody's really good, you look at them, and even if you're not best friends with them, you have this secret adoration for them.
Oh, he's incredible. He was, he lived in my kitchen, right?
Yeah, he told me. I remember he told me he was living in your kitchen. He was funny about it. He was always at the Ha Ha. I became friends with him at the Ha Ha.
Yeah,
about 8 years ago, before Mercy was born, about 9 years ago, I would walk my wife to the train station in the mornings, and he would be going to an AA meeting.
Oh, really? Way up there? I didn't know he went up there.
Remember he lived with D'Agostino for a while?
That's right. He kind of lived with everybody for a while.
Yeah,
I love him.
He was a good kid. I felt bad for the way he went.
Yeah.
Usually when an addict dies, when somebody says to me, well, this guy OD'd, what are you going to do? That was his life. That was what he was about.
I'm shocked he never did. I was shocked he didn't OD.
I was shocked I never OD'd. Fucking Tom Segura OD'd when he was in college. I've never OD'd.
That is shocking.
That is shocking that Tom Segura OD'd and I never fucking OD'd. But it's when he passed and I got the call that he got hit by a bus or something, I immediately lit a candle and I felt bad. I felt bad for him. I felt bad for his family. And I got to tell you something. Honestly, I was a little angry with him.
Me too.
Because the talent was so fucking good. Like he was
so good.
If he would have put the drinking aside, but listen, man.
He tried so hard, though. That's the thing. He tried so fucking hard. And he was like, Eric was the most extreme case I've ever seen of somebody that was so different the second he fell off. It was like he would go from the sweetest, most sensitive guy to, I mean, one sip might as well be 5 fifths of vodka. He just could not stop. And he would pass out. He showed up one time naked at my house at 2 p.m, naked in the middle of the day in Hollywood. He'd been missing for like 3 days. He was all beat up and stuff. I mean, there was no moderation whatsoever. It was 0 to a million. You know, the way he went did not shock me, to be totally honest with you, because I know that he would get to the point of he had no idea where he was, what he was doing. I mean, yeah, he would every time. It was funny though. Every time Eric would fall off the wagon, everything he owned would get stolen or sold, right? So every time he'd need new clothes. And so he didn't want to buy expensive clothes. So he would go to Hollywood and Highland and buy just those souvenir t-shirts. So all he ever wore were those like Hollywood souvenir t-shirts all the time. Everything he owned said like Hollywood Boulevard or Man's Chinese Theater or whatever the fuck. They were like those 4 for $10 shirt deals. He's awesome. I missed him a lot, but he was also such a good writer. I mean,
he was a great writer. That's what the jealousy was from. I was fucking jealous. I would see him perform at the and I'm like, that kid is dangerous. But then I saw his drinking.
Yeah.
You know, and
it's crazy.
I got to tell you, there's like 5 comics I've known that they let the booze and the drugs get in front of their talent.
Yeah.
And I remember when I made my decision 14 years ago, I was like, I'm not getting nowhere in comedy. I'm doing movies. I'm doing all this shit, but I'm not getting anywhere. And it was like, this has to be the answer.
Yeah.
So let's push it aside for a minute and see if this is the answer. Thank God it stuck.
Yeah.
Thank God
it
stuck.
God.
And I didn't go back to it or didn't fucking relapse. And I was done with it. Like once I was away from it for 3 weeks, I'm like, I'm done with it. That was the victory. It wasn't succeeding in comedy. Then what ended up happening was, you know, you take away that drug focus and all you have left is comedy.
Yeah.
So you really got to put your life into it.
Yeah.
It's just a lot easier when you're not waking up going, well, tonight, you know, when you're fucking on drugs, you wake up in the morning and you're like, tonight I'm not going to do coke. But it's still on your fucking mind.
Also, though, like I literally feel like 2 days of nothing. I mean, the energy is insane. Just 2 days even of no drinks. Like, because for me, I would have a drink like every night after a set, at least 1, 2 drinks every night. And then I went home about a year ago for just a few days to Ohio. And 3 days or something, like when I'm in Ohio, I don't really drink. My mom, there's no liquor in the house. I was like, wow, this is like taking 5 Adderall, just being sober. I mean, it's like crazy how much more energy I had. I woke up like really happy. So now I take breaks all the time. And I look better when I do that. So I'm very vain.
You do look
much better.
I got to tell you something. I went to a get-together a few weeks ago. And I knew a lot of the women there. You know, I had grown up with them. And I tell you something that's sad. I could tell the women that drank and the women that didn't. I could tell the big difference.
Yeah.
There was one woman that was beautiful growing up. I don't know what the fuck happened to her nose. It looks like she's been smelling farts the last 20 fucking years. Her nose got so fucking thick, I wouldn't invite her to do coke at all.
How?
And that's from the booze.
How does that happen?
I don't know. It's either you're smelling farts or
I don't
the
think
fact
that's
that
it.
sat on your fucking nose. You know, I lost weight and my nose got bigger. Like sometimes your nose gets bigger, but it got bigger that way. Like, you know.
Your nose did not get bigger.
Yes, it
Your
did.
face
Trust
got
me.
smaller.
I was like, I got a fucking flute in front of my face and shit.
You're hilarious.
But you could tell that it really affects women, alcohol. And it affects men too. You know, it affects us too. You know, we don't look too good if you drink every fucking day and
it
wake
makes
up when
guys
you're 60.
red.
Yeah, and the cigarettes. It all fucking adds up, you know. I love fucking smoking a good cigarette. You got the wrong motherfucker. A good Marlboro after you smoke a joint. Woo!
I don't like it. I don't like it. But you know what I've really gotten into? What'd you say? Sorry.
A Camel Light after you smoke a fucking fat joint. Woo!
Camel Light. Oh my God. I don't miss that. I don't miss being around it either. I did start microdosing mushrooms during this whole pandemic, and holy shit, that has helped me so much. Everything,
really?
Anxiety, depression. Oh my God, Joey, life changing. I get so much less stressed out than I used to. I don't know. It really makes me happier. And it's just the babyest little, a tad little tiny, teeny bite. Like I can't feel high. I don't feel anything, but I'm happier.
It's crazy that I've been reading a lot about microdosing lately. A lot more. Like people, I just was reading something. They just opened a ketamine treatment center.
I've heard about that. I've never tried that.
Yeah, a friend of mine did it. He went, you shoot it and then you talk to a therapist and they did.
Oh, you shoot it like a shot? I didn't know that.
Yeah, they IV you. They give you like an IV. I think that's what he said. Yeah, they gave you an IV. It's pretty interesting. And you look good, so it must be working, the microdosing. I gave away all my fucking mushrooms. Now I'm pissed.
Why?
People
Why'd you give them away?
I gave them away because I had no use for them. What are the chances of me eating a fucking 2 mushrooms in the afternoon? So I gave them to somebody who's going to fucking eat them quickly so they don't develop mold in my drawer. So I gave them away.
Is it bad if they get mold? I thought they are mold.
I don't know. I just don't.
I think it's okay.
Around. You grind them up, right? You put them in a capsule or you bite it?
I've had the capsules, but I just break a little piece off and eat it once or twice a day. So small, that's it.
Even with, I gave up the reefer for like 5 or 6 months. I wasn't smoking at all.
Really?
It was
wow.
When I was doing the longest yard, I was over smoking on the longest yard. We all were. There was a group full of the actors, football players, the wrestlers. We were smoking as much as we could, as long as I would bring an ounce every fucking day. Nelly would bring an ounce. Everybody had a fucking ounce of weed on that set. And I remember one day the costume girl, she was a little older, really pretty, from New York. At the time, she was like maybe 55. Real good-looking chick, yoga, clean living, flip-flops, nice toenails, the whole fucking deal. We were talking, and she told me, I go, you don't smoke? And she goes, no, I did for a long time like you did. But once you stop, the day you stop, you're not going to want to stop. But the day you stop, you're going to see life's fucking beauties.
Huh.
And I was like, what is she fucking talking about? I'm seeing life's beauties every fucking day when I get stoned. What is this fucking wench talking about? I tell you what, man, I thought about her when I was clean those months because I was seeing life for what it was. And now I'm in like a vac because I don't smoke in the daytime no more, Kate. At all. At all.
Holy cow.
It's not even in my
You're a changed man.
Yeah. I only smoke right after I drink my tea and like an hour before I go to bed to get me there.
I'm so proud of you.
Yep.
That's great, man.
I had to do, it was just getting to, I looked at the things I was doing that were too out of control. What could have been cleaned up in my life now that I'm here? And that was one of the things I felt, my coffee drinking. I love staying up at night, Kate. Nobody likes getting high and staying up and watching TV at night and writing a little bit and practicing your guitar. But dog, I get away with, it's like every night, just another half hour. Let me watch this another half hour. Let me play the guitar another 10 minutes. And next thing you know, it's 2 in the fucking morning. Yeah. I'm one of those jerk-offs. And then I'm up at 7 with Mercy, in the morning, talking to him, whatever. And then you walk around the whole day like, what the fuck? No, I don't want to do it. And, I was drinking. You know why I wasn't sleeping in L.A., right? I was sleeping like, 2 to 7, 5 hours.
Yeah, you weren't sleeping at all.
No. And then guess how I was staying up? Espressos. And that takes its fucking toll between the fucking stevia, the fucking, I wasn't just doing 2 espressos like a normal person. I was doing 8 a day.
Even 2 at night is a lot.
I was doing 4.
That's insane. You were doing 8
before I
a day.
left the house. It was a coffee mug filled with espresso.
that. You know what? Espresso, like that gets me so anxious and jittery, like worse than anything. I barely drink coffee now. I have like a half a cup. If I have it, it's like speed to me.
I drink a cup every morning and that's it. No more.
Wow, that's impressive.
Listen, this was my coffee life in LA. An American coffee, then a double espresso, then I'd wash my pussy. I do what I have to do. I realized that the energy drinks you drink before you work out are shit.
Oh, yeah.
So I would drink an espresso or two and go to jiu-jitsu with Brett.
Oh, my God.
And then
I can't do that.
And then
I can't work out like that.
Oh, my
you
God.
on a stroke or something.
Oh, my God. Then I would come home and pop another one around 5. Just a single. I was telling myself, just a single, Joey. You'll be fine. And then I would eat dinner, do whatever I had to do. But before I shot to the store, it was a 4 fucking shot espresso. Cuban
Jesus.
style. And an edible.
How does that do anything after all that?
And
It
a
can't
fucking
do
edible. So I was forcing the anxiety on me. I get down to the store, and I look at the comics on stage, and I go, how am I going to follow him? I suck. I suck.
Oh, man.
And then I'd start fucking with my head. Oh, my God, you have no idea. And then I get this fucking anxiety. And remember when they closed? The original room was fine for me. It still is. I don't want people to think I'm a fucking mook. But when they taped that window, when they taped off the window.
Oh, to the front bar, you mean?
To the front bar, that killed me. I loved that window. That was my little fucking anxiety window. I would look out the window when I was on stage, and I was okay.
I don't remember having that where you couldn't look out. When did they have it so you can still look out? For years.
For 20 fucking years they had it. For 15 years they had it that you could look out.
No, I know. I mean, I don't remember that when you couldn't look out. You can't look out?
Before they closed it. Yeah, before I left.
Oh.
Like the 2 or 3 years before I left, you couldn't look in anymore.
Oh, well, then they reopened it.
Yeah, that's when I started getting anxiety, was when I couldn't see outside.
Oh, yeah, I hate that.
Like when you hear a police siren and you're on stage, you want to know why what direction he's going and shit. Now you can't fucking see where the cop's going because the window's fucking blocked.
Yeah, I don't like that. It's like I hate when I'm on a plane and it's starting to land and everybody has all their windows closed and nobody opens one. Like, I don't like to be on a plane that's landing and I can't see what's happening.
I open the window. I don't give a fuck. Open that window, guy.
You tell them? I don't tell people. I'm too polite.
And then the fucking stewardess comes on. Can you please close the windows? Because other people are going to come and want to keep the plane cool. Go fuck yourself. Keep the air on. What are you turning the fucking air on? It's 90 fucking degrees in here. I got to tell you something that you brought up before. Here's the funny thing. A lot of people don't know. I didn't know this, and it changed my life. And when I found out, I was hesitant about it. I didn't do it for like 5 times. And then I did it, and I was at peace with myself. You ready?
Yeah.
Whenever you work on a TV show or anything, a commercial, a TV show, a movie, the fucking day that motherfucking movie wraps or that commercial wraps or that TV show wraps, you get unemployment on the phone.
Oh, yeah.
Did you know
I always did that. Yeah, when I had my Playboy TV show,
fucking saved me.
Oh, yeah, even a commercial.
From 2008 to 2011, 12, I collected unemployment. Because for all those years, I worked. I did movies, commercials, TV shows, and I never collected. Then Ari told me, the mind of the Jew. Ari goes, dog, after all those commercials, I fucking...
How did you not know? I thought that everybody in LA knew that.
I didn't know. And it was like it's like an illegitimate kind of scam. Like you work one day and you can file for unemployment, and then if you work, you just take it off your unemployment. They don't say nothing to you. They know you're an actor. But
don't you only get it for like the length of time that you were on the job or something? I don't know.
No, I got it for fucking 4 or 5 years. I was never broke again after I got on the unemployment. Like I always had those gaps of being broke. Like for a week you're broke, you need $200. No, because they were paying me $450 a week.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I got that for a while.
$100 a month. Yeah. So I was like, I'm staying on this motherfucker. They no check. They just put it on your ATM card. You go to the weed store with it. You could take the cash out. Whatever.
Yeah, it was awesome.
So I didn't fucking know that you could do that. And
I knew that. Even extra work, I think. Like even if you do extra work through through central casting, and then you have like a few weeks you can't get a job or something like that. You
they'll
can
give
even
you
get it then.
unemployment. So for all the actors watching this, maybe you didn't know, maybe you knew, you book a job, you're eligible for unemployment, even if it's fucking 1 hour on the set.
Yeah.
They'll give you unemployment, no questions asked. They'll work around your fucking schedule, the whole thing. How much comedy you got left this year?
Actually, I got a bunch now, thank God. Like I actually worked quite a bit at the beginning of like when things were reopening, before a lot of comics wanted to work yet. You know, I was like, I'll go anywhere.
I remember when you did the fucking campsite tour. That was tremendous.
Oh, that was so fun. And truck stops. I was like telling jokes in a bikini at truck stops. It was so stupid. It was so fun.
But you were putting it together. You were happy. That's what this pandemic was about. Figuring out how you could put it together and not catching fucking COVID.
Yeah, it was really fun, man. And then it was awesome. It was like really hilarious because everywhere I would go, the minute I would leave, they'd shut the city back down. It was like literally I would come in, do a weekend, everything's wide open. I'd leave. They'd be like, Phoenix is the newest hotbed for COVID. Austin, wherever I was. So I was just kind of avoiding it. And then it got real slow. And now it's picking back up. I've got a bunch of dates coming up. I've got like Texas, Phoenix, Vancouver, a whole bunch. And I'm doing this rockin' wrestling cruise. It's like rock bands and wrestling fans and like wrestlers. And it's me and Brad Williams doing shows on it. It's going to be so fun. That's in October.
What rock stars are going?
Huh?
What rock stars are there?
I don't know any of the bands. Like, they're none I've ever heard of, but it's Chris Jericho's cruise. Do you know who he is?
Yes, the wrestler.
The wrestler?
Yes.
Yeah, he has a band, and then it's like some of his friends' bands, I guess. So,
that sounds fucking cool. Where's the cruise going? To COVIDville?
It's probably, I don't know, it's Caribbean cruise. I didn't even look.
Don't
but I know I get a
fucking call me when you're
seat.
stranded out there on the fucking, I can't get out. They won't let me out. Send a helicopter. Go fuck yourself. I told you not to go on a fucking cruise to
I'm gonna be
COVIDville.
fine. I'm going to take a raft. It's going to be fine.
And then when you're bored, they're not going to let you get back out in Florida. You have to go to fucking Mexico and shit and walk with the migrant kids and fucking jump the fence. Jesus Christ.
Fine. The best is it's like, they asked me if I want to bring somebody. They're like, you going to bring a date? I'm like, are you kidding me? It's like all wrestlers and wrestling. Like, this is going to be like one girl for every 25 guys. And then they were like, do you want security? I'm like, I have Brad Williams. It's like a midget. He's going to keep me safe.
How is little Brad doing these days?
He's doing great. He came over. We went rollerblading.
I saw that he went to visit his family. Good for Brad. He's always a good fucking dude.
Yeah,
you know, Kate, it's not, when we spoke a few weeks ago, I realized how much I loved you. I realized that we were a good team. In California, we always got along. It was weird. You know, it took me a while. Oh, no, you froze. I froze? Is that what you said? I got you now. You're back now. I'm back like herpes. Oh, God. You know, it's just nice to be able to Zoom with some of my friends and do a podcast, and the smoke cleared. You know, like there was a lot of shit when I got off the plane I had to take care of here. There was no school, my daughter, COVID, the bus. There was 1,000 things. Now everything's she rides on a bus. There was no bus. So cute. So now, but the bus is working. We're fine. She's going back to school next Thursday. She's playing softball starting tomorrow. Thank fucking God. Practice is back, so I get to see my favorite parents and shit. We get to sit there, and some of the parents drink. I sit there like a mook with a blanket on at night because it's cold. That's hilarious. That's great. Fun, man. I'm living a different life, Kate. You know, I love it. I'm living vicariously through you guys. I look at your pictures, Gabriel, fucking selling out arenas and shit, and Joe Coy. So many. But at the same time, I'm enjoying my time at home. I'm enjoying what I'm doing, you know. Yeah. I already did my time out there on the road. You know, I did all that shit. I want to give it a breather. And I'm not putting any pressure on myself. One day when I wake up, I go, tonight's the fucking night. I'm getting back on stage. Or tonight's not the night I get back on stage. I think that's perfect, man. That's the biggest thing that I changed in terms of just kind of one day at a time and just being happy. Just doing whatever makes me happy. There's no like end goal. It's just being happy, man. I went home and saw my family too. And it was so funny. I went to my nephew's band, like they had like a band show, you know, like marching band. I went to my old football stadium where I grew up, and it was so cool
to watch the band practice, and just it felt like I haven't done that since I was probably 21 or something, you know, like to go back home and do something like that. It was wild. I was like, oh, there's the bleachers I first made out under, and like back there is where I got like arrested the first time, whatever. So it was fun.
It's crazy. Whenever I drive on Route 3, whenever I go up north. By the way, when I went up north last time, I thought of you because I saw Hootie's got a fucking huge billboard on Times Square.
Why?
I don't know. I called you from the light. I was at the light on Times Square.
That's so funny.
This is the biggest fucking thing. But there's a place that whenever I get on Route 3 and I drive back home, I always have to drive past my grammar school. It's right on Route 3. It's across from the York Motel, McKinley. And I always think about one night it was freezing out, and this girl's like, I thought you were taking me home. Are we going to make out and all this shit? And I'm like, she was older than me by a year.
No way.
I was like, I didn't know what to do. And I'm like, listen, you can't come home. I can't go to your house. Let's just swap spit we had like parkas on. And I'm like, we could zip up. Like, I was thinking that we could zip up. Like, I could connect the parkas.
Oh, my God. That's so
I'm
funny.
fucking retarded. So I'm like, we'll connect the parkas and we'll just fuck under the parka, you know. When I got there, you couldn't fuck under the parka. I had never fucked before. I knew nothing about that. I was just a young kid. And we started swapping spit. And next thing you know, I'll never forget. This is embarrassing. She's like, let's have sex. So she pulled off a little cheerleading bikini on. You know, like you have the skirt with the little fucking red bikini that you show people the monkey when you kick your leg, but it doesn't show any hairs or anything. And I'll never forget that she took off her panties. I was petrified. I had seen a pussy before, but she kept saying, you're going to put it in? I'm like, yeah. And I remember I put it in and she started yelling the whole fucking thing and squirming. And I don't know. I got dizzy. I don't know if I came. I don't know what happened. But when I fucking looked down, there was a little puddle of blood. I de-virginized her. So there was a little puddle of blood. So we got up. I go, don't step on the blood. And she's like, oh, thank you for being a gentleman. Nah, I want to show my friends. You know what I'm saying? Like, that. It's too late to let them smell my finger tonight. But I can bring them back tomorrow and show them the pool blood. You know, that's how fucking retarded I am. So
how do you know? How do you know you de-virginized her? Maybe she was just getting her period.
I don't fucking know. I didn't ask. I was too stupid to ask. I was 14. I walked her home. She was crying. You know, she was crying because she got de-virginized. What am I going to tell God and all that shit? I had to walk her home and pat her back the whole way. It's going to be all right.
The only embarrassing part of the story is that she was crying after.
Jesus is still going to let you in. You know, she was crying and shit. And the next day I remember waking up early and knocking on all my buddies' doors.
Never a good sign when they cry.
I'm like, no, it's not a good sign. I didn't know what she was crying about. I'm like, are you crying because you're upset? She's like, no, I'm not going to. My husband's going to send me back now and all this shit. I'm like, anyway, there was another girl that was in my
husband?
Yeah, because there was another girl in my business law class that was a freak when I was like a junior in high school. And she would only get fucked in the ass because she was Greek. When you're Greek, if you go home with a busted pussy, Catholic. I swear to God, if you go home with a busted pussy, your husband could send you back. So when you're in high school, you only take it in the ass. In college, when you're a Greek chick, because your husband will send you back if your little monkey's damaged. So she would only let people fuck her in the ass and give you blowjobs. So listen, who the fuck knows? I just know she was upset because I de-virginized her and I rubbed her back. And the next morning I got up and I went up there with my friends, like 4 of my friends. I'm going to show you this fucking, I busted the pussy last night, you know, like trying to be one of the macho guys. And when we got up there was no blood.
Well,
it disappeared.
Where exactly? Was this outdoors?
Yeah, it was outdoors. There was a wall.
Of course it disappeared. An animal probably ate it.
There was a door to the gym, a back door to the gym, and there was like a wall there. So I took it behind the wall. If you were driving by, you couldn't really see behind that wall. So plus it blocked us from the elements. You know what I'm saying? It was cold out. It was like January or December. So,
sure.
So I thought the blood was going to freeze because it was so cold out. But the next day I got there, it was gone. There wasn't even like a fucking, like a sketch. Like a fucking, like a...
How much blood are we talking? I mean, it's a little tiny dot of blood.
It was like a puddle, like maybe 6 inches long, a puddle. But for it just to fucking disappear, Jesus Christ, what the fuck is going on in this world?
I don't think there's that much. I think it's like just a drop of blood when you de-virginize someone. I'm not sure because I think I accidentally de-virginized myself. You know, like how sometimes you break it by mistake on a bike or something. I never had blood the first time.
Keep telling yourself
That's
that. You got fingered at the Girl Scouts and shit. You traded for a box of cookies.
Oh, that's probably how it happened.
You got fingered to death.
Yeah. I forgot about that at the skating rink.
Look at these fucking fingers. If I finger you, I'm busting everything. I'm busting your hymen. I'm busting the noodle. I'm busting the bubble for the fucking where the baby's hidden.
You're poking the heart, Joe. You're poking the heart.
I'll poke the fucking kidney. Look at these fucking gorilla fingers. They're sausages.
You crack me up, man.
So you got a boyfriend now?
Nope.
Nothing. Are you going to stay single? What's the future like for Kate Quigley?
I'm going to stay single for a minute. Because I just kind of got out of this thing and I'm just trying to figure out sort of, I mean, I'll be honest, like, I haven't done my podcast in a while. Like, this was not easy to date someone so public for me because I'm so open, you know? So I felt kind of restricted in terms of what I like being myself, what I can talk about and stuff. So I kind of want to find like just get myself back to normal. So I'm just kind of, I'm about to start a new podcast. I'm not going to say the name of it, but it's really funny. It's going to be really funny. And then I've just been writing a lot and stand up and stuff like that. But, and then the OnlyFans, I've never been naked on my OnlyFans. I've been using it to do like life coaching with people and stuff like that, like funny life coaching and stuff. So, but yeah, no, I'm going to stay single. I'm going to stay single. I'm going to have some fun for a minute. And, you know, that's it. Fun.
When are you going to come visit us?
Actually, I was just talking about that with my buddy, Adam from Counting Crows. His girlfriend's in New York while he's on tour, and we're good friends. So I'm going to go visit her. So I'll be there soon, maybe a few weeks.
Well, keep me posted. Any dates you want to pump?
Actually, I'd have to look at my schedule, but, you know, follow me on social media. I post everything there. And go check out my OnlyFans because I don't have a job.
Good.
So that's it. Yeah.
You look beautiful. You look happy.
I miss you.
I miss you too, man. I miss you too. So you're always welcome here. I got a spare bedroom. Aww. Jim's got a spare bedroom. You know, you got family here. So Jim's right around the corner.
Thank you.
So whenever you want to stop by, but please, you know, let's keep in touch. We've been having a good time lately, keeping in touch, and it means the world to me. So I didn't know that we were fucking so tight. So, you know, you think you're friends with people, and then you let the coffee sit for a while, you know, and then you see what cream rises, and you rose to the top. So I appreciate you with all my heart for being my friend and for the friendship that we have. It's funny as fuck.
Same.
We talk about weird shit all the time, eating assholes and doing all crazy shit, but that's what it's all about sometimes. I think that, you know, all these fucking rules have fucked us up, and people can't be friends no more because, you know, I got to be careful what I say. You know, she's going to get pissed off at me. Fuck all that shit. We're friends to the end, so.
I know. I love you so much, man. I'm so happy we did this. Like, it's so good to see your face.
Me too. Yeah. Man. And send your love to your mom.
Yeah, my mom loves you. My mom wants to make more scrunchies for your daughter. So
go ahead, make how many you want. She'll use them all. She still uses them. She showed me the other day. This is one of Kate's. It was a purple one. So she loves you very much. So thank you for coming on the joint today. And we will talk during the week. All right. I'll call you later.
All right, later.
Love you.
Spots
tonight or anything?
What's that?
You got any spots tonight or anything?
No, but I do tomorrow. I'm doing that Supernova show tomorrow, and then the Improv on Thursday, Hollywood Improv.
Okay. I love you, Kate. Thank you for being my friend.
You too.
Stay black and beautiful.
All right. Bye.
Bye. All right, you bad motherfuckers. I hope you enjoyed Kate Quigley. I enjoyed the shit out of her. It was great to see her. She looks fucking beautiful. She's healthy. And that's all that counts right now. Thank you very much for supporting the joint, for supporting my Patreon. I don't know when the NFTs are coming again. I think I'm going to switch companies and go to a different company. Laughing Gas is in stock. And that's it. We got 30 fucking days till the Many Saints in Newark. That's all that fucking matters today. If you got anything from this podcast, that's what it is today. I want to thank Kate, but most importantly, I want to thank you motherfuckers for always having my back and supporting the podcast. Have a great Labor Day weekend. We'll be here Monday morning for your Labor Day. We will have a podcast out early Monday morning for you, so don't sweat the small stuff. If you got nowhere to go, eat a hamburger, watch the fucking podcast, and relax with Uncle Joey. It's that simple. Don't forget college football is here. And don't forget next weekend after Labor Day, the 11th, 12th, and 13th is fucking pro football's back, the NFL. So we're back, bitches. I love you, cocksuckers. Have a great week. Have a great Labor Day. And I'll see you Monday morning. Tip Top Magoo. Now, for a word from my motherfucking sponsor, Jack. All right. I want to thank Kate Quigley, but I want to thank you guys for always having my back on a Wednesday, listening, supporting, and cracking fucking jokes during the week. Listen, the joint is brought to you by Boll Branch. There's nothing more important than a good night's sleep. Boll Branch knows it takes more than just a good mattress. You gotta have nice, smooth, comfortable sheets, and Boll Branch sheets are ultra soft. Plus, they're 100% organic. These sheets are soft and smooth and comfortable. I got my bed looking sharp with my new natural colored sheets. Check out the signature hem sheets. They're best sellers for a good reason. They get softer with every wash, and they come in a variety of colors, every size up to twin to California king. You were looking for a gift for your mom, your dad, your aunt, your grandmother. This is it. And here's something else to help you sleep. All of Boll Branch's products are made using safe and fair conditions. Boll Branch has a guarantee. You ready? Enjoy any product worry-free for 30 nights. Now, to experience the best sheets you've ever felt, choose Boll Branch. You can try them worry-free for 30 nights with free shipping and returns. Use promo code Joey at bollandbranch.com. Again, Boll, B-O-L-L, and Branch, B-R-A-N-C-H, bollandbranch.com. Promo code Joey. You're going to enjoy these sheets, and your family's going to love them. The joint is also brought to you by DraftKings. No more fucking around. The NFL is back, college football is back, and you're getting paid like a fucking doctor. Because DraftKings Sportsbook is the official sports betting partner of the NFL. We're going to give you a hell of an offer. You ready? Grab a fucking pen. If you bet $1 on any game, you're going to cash $200 in free bets. I'm going to say it again. $1 on any game gets you $200 in free bets instantly, no matter what. You heard me right. Free fucking money. DraftKings is giving all new players $200 in free bets when you place a $1 bet on any week one game. $1. And you're going to get $200. Are you fucking kidding me? Put down a fucking hummus and take advantage of this limited time offer today. Head to DraftKings Sportsbook app today and check out their great promotions, daily odd boost, and a great fucking casino. If you like blackjack, whatever the fuck you want to do, DraftKings will make your dreams come true. Plus, every game has a same game parlay on it. But it all starts with you downloading the DraftKings Sportsbook app today. Pressing code Joey to receive $200 in free bets when you place a $1 bet on any week one game. That's promo code Joey to get you $200 in free bets for a limited time only at DraftKings Sportsbook app, the official sports betting partner of the NFL. A couple things to tell you. You got to be 21 or older, New Jersey, Indiana, and Pennsylvania only, and new customers only. You got to start from scratch. Restrictions apply. See DraftKings.com/sportsbook for details. Now, do you got a gambling problem? No shame in it. It happens. Just call 1-800-GAMBLER. If you're in Indiana, call 1-800-9-WITH-IT. But if you ain't got no problems, that's the beauty about DraftKings. You can't play over your head. Everything is bet before you call it in. It's not like calling in your bookie. And then you got to fucking scramble on Thursday to meet them at a diner and pay them money you ain't got. That's not going to happen at DraftKings. Download the DraftKings Sportsbook app because it's time to win some fucking Geeters for the holidays. And the joint is also brought to you by Stamps.com. Listen, how much time do you have in a day to throw away? Get in your car, put the boxes in there, go to the post office, park, get online. The guy in front of you stinks like a fucking goat. Come on. And I bet you're paying full postage for fucking, I bet you're paying full price for postage too. That's why you got to use Stamps.com. You can send letters, ship packages anytime, anywhere, right from your motherfucking computer. Buy, print, ship. It's that simple. With Stamps.com, you pay a whole lot less. You get discounts up to 40% off the post office and up to 66% off UPS rates. The discounts are on Stamps.com. Just keep getting better, and you're still not a part of it. Join the family today. You got a small business, a big business, I'm going to save you thousands of hours and loads of cash. Stamps.com is a must. Print U.S. postage for any letter, package, any class of mail, okay? It's no wonder over 1 million small businesses already use Stamps.com. You're going to ship anywhere in the world straight from your laptop. And here's the beauty. You don't have to get in the car. Schedule a pickup, and the mailman comes to you. Who's better than you? You can take a walk and drop it off yourself, too. But if not, Stamps.com is the way to go. If you're not with Stamps.com, you're slipping. Stop wasting precious fucking time by going to the post office. Go to Stamps.com instead. There's no risk. Use promo code Joey to get a special offer that includes a 4-week trial. You're going to get free postage and a digital scale. With Stamps.com, there's no long-term commitments or contracts either. It's that easy. Just go to Stamps.com. I'm going to take care of you with a 4-week trial today. Free postage and a digital scale. You're going to click onto the microphone at the top of the homepage. Type in Joey, Joey. That's Stamps.com, promo code Joey. Stamps.com. Never go to the post office again. I want to thank Stamps.com. I want to thank Boll Branch. I want to thank DraftKings. I want to thank fucking the Blue fucking whatever. Blue Chew, the hard-on fucking king. And I want to thank you guys for supporting and having my back. That's it. We're going into another season. Monday is Labor Day. We'll have a podcast up for you nice and early Monday morning. Anything else is background music. I love you motherfuckers with all my heart. Don't forget, college football this weekend. You got baseball. And then the following weekend, you're going to download that DraftKings Sportsbook app today and put your bets in for NFL. Bet $1 and get back $200. Who takes care of you like Uncle Joey? Boll Branch going to take care of you. Stamps.com is going to take care of you. CBD Lion, we all take care of you, including your Uncle Joey. I love you cocksuckers with all my heart. Stay black. Have a great weekend. Have a great Labor Day. See you then, cocksuckers.